Alright, hello there everyone, welcome to Corey Loses for the final episode of our Fall of the Republic 1.2 preview playthrough as the Galactic Republic. We have pushed the CIS into the farthest reaches of the galaxy. We have just a few planets up in the north left to take. We've made our way into the former Banking Clan territory. There's just Megiddo, Dantooine, and Moonlance to take up there. And then we'll be making our way into the last of their territory over here. We did start off with the Mon Calamari fleet that we've been building up all game over here last time. So we've taken Mercana. They recently incorporated the Commerce Guild planets, so a lot of those were relatively lightly defended, but whatever is left, we're going to be finishing today. So this will be our first Empire War stream on YouTube in a couple weeks now, or a couple months even. Normally we have the single stream Galactic Conquest as well sometimes. We have the usual donation goal for that. We are halfway there because I carry the amounts over between months. So that's from like August, maybe July as well. So if you would like to donate towards that, there's links in the description or super chat and all that fun stuff. But if that happens, I might just do one next week anyways. But yeah, so we have a few planets left to worry about. Corellia, we have a fleet here waiting to join up with other ships.
Awaiting your orders, sir.
So let's get them ready. And we can finish off building some of our other options. I think we're mostly built up there. So let's get Typhoon, Challenger, Mercury. It's fine. And punching above my weight there. On Kurita, we're going to grab Tragedy, the Carrick or the Stick, Carrick Obama, Lando's Hot Chocolate, Eckhart's Ladder's Meal. On Anaxis, we can get Thunderchild, Dominus Regard, Hand of the King, Breaker's Demise, Destroyer of Not Much actually. On Coruscant, we just got like 2 planets worth now, so Astrology is fake, overworked, underappreciated. Spam me and my siblings. Wouldn't shoot a doctor. Stop dying, it's not that hard. And finally, if I have another planet with a shipyard, which I may actually not in this area, we are going to go down to Rothana then. For Queen Amidala's Revenge, Dwayne Carrick Johnson, Feisty Brick, Plagueis' Private Yacht. And I think that's it. That's all of the patron units are now under construction or running around in the galaxy. So let's take a look at what our first option here is. I think we're going to go for Boz Pity. It looks like it'd be a real pity to not do that. I forget if they were still attacking or if we fought them off at Rishi already. So I might regret this, but I think we already beat them. Hey there, Rogue. Black Wolf, Clan Burglar, Opal Lizard, Shadow, Ian, Brian, everyone else. Sim.
Let's see what this new gunship can do.
Mines, repairs, we got you covered.
Alright, we'll want to put together a couple other ships for some of these fleets as well. Some Venators.
We got you covered.
Let's see what this new gunship can do.
Tactical battle imminent.
Alright, Boz Pity, fleet's there. There we go. Ryan's asking, any idea on what Era 1 of Fall? So, Era 1 of Fall of the Republic is only used in From the Ground Up. It's kind of like a pre-Clone Wars set of units for that Galactic Conquest. There might be like individual story missions we put, or historical battles. But, we're not planning on doing like any Episode 1 Galactic Conquest, because that'd be just like Naboo versus the Trade Federation or something.
All lights are green. Ready for command. Taking the offensive.
So, I don't think they'll have too much left. Flamer, you get in there. Illusion Killer. Stuff can start actually fighting now. No! We don't have any interdictors. Let's see if we can maybe... No, it's not happening. It's not happening. They're getting away. We should be able to punch through here to Sulukamai pretty easily, though, because I want to take that before they have a chance to build up the structures on that planet, because they just got it from the Commerce Guild. So if we can blow through Boss Pity into Sulukamai, that'll be some nice goals for us.
Nobody told me it was gonna be this easy.
And I'm gonna pop these guys all into the core, but we can distribute them into some other fleets.
We got you covered.
And let's get up there. Epis Fist is asking, when do you think we'll see the first story campaigns for EAW Expanded Mods? Well, we don't plan to do like a dedicated story campaign, like fully scripted story campaign. Instead, what we tend to do is put in missions or story events to the Galactic Conquest, as that tends to have a lot more value for the amount of work we have to put in. And that's something that we've kind of slowly done over time already, and we want to focus more on. But it's the same kind of work that the government mechanics and other stuff on the Galactic level takes. It's all the same kind of scripting. So, well, that's all combined now. Oh, that was combined before. But yeah, so it's... The stuff we're focusing more on is the broader, like, government mechanics and stuff of that scale, and then we do the occasional story mission or story event within that, but it's really just a question of resource allocation. Like, a lot of the single era or specific conflict conquests have a good amount of story stuff going on, but people also play those less, so a lot of people miss out on the story stuff that's already there. Like, there's the Katana Fleet mission, which was moved into the progressive campaigns recently. That does need to be reworked, but again, we need the time and resources to do it. Then there's like the Back to War storyline. So there's a good amount of stuff there. There's going to be more stuff there, but like the more eras we have, the more factions we have, the more mods we have, the harder it is to flesh out that many different stories, that many different events. Because like if you have one faction or two factions, then one or two missions is basically everything. Like one or two missions, that's one mission per faction, and stands out a lot more. If you have 7 missions for one or two factions, that's the same as doing one mission for 7 factions. So just the amount of content there is makes it a lot harder to spread that stuff out. Let's pull them in a little bit. Anakin. I really want to take out that artillery.
This is Skywalker on site, ready to assist.
I think we need the Juggernaut here. And see if you can get over there. Nope, not like that. Alright, Anakin, you're getting there. There we go. Alright, move back, ATAP.
I was about to say that. Obi-Wan will be sorry he missed you. Form up. Heading out.
No! Alright, just get out of there, Anakin. You need to kill the Hailfire and then get out of there. So close. Come on. There you go. Good stuff. Get that out of there. And we need some clones. Get some 501st in here. Well, I guess it does kind of look like a silverfish. It doesn't have the usual, like, prongs that those kind of insects usually end up with. My favorite little cockroaches. Destroy the Hailfires. Always destroy the Hailfires. Ian's asking, what particular conflicts will the Revenge cover? Will the Great Sith War be part of it? There's not plans for the Great Sith War to be part of it currently. That's a bit harder to convert to a Empire at War style Galactic Conquest. The first things we'll be working on will be the Mandalorian Wars and Jedi Civil War. Then it'd be probably Tor content after that. Those would be the main things. And who knows beyond that, but it's usually not great to plan too much out too far ahead. You never know what resources you're going to have. God, I keep getting emailed, Facebook message, just everything from this company that runs a YouTube alternative of like weird propaganda. I don't want your Ben Shapiro site. Thank you. Alright, that's a lot of crabs. Alright, Anakin, you're on crab duty. We're all eating crab legs for dinner. Imperial Reign comes up, will there be a Death Star function like the base game? Destroyed the Imperial fleet shut down. We haven't decided how to handle the Death Star exactly for that yet. It'll probably be similar in some ways to the base game one, but specifics on that won't be decided for a bit. Like, there will be a Death Star, and you wouldn't kill it by, like, shooting it with a bunch of turbo lasers, so there'd have to be some other mechanic behind it, but what that'll mean specifically, not sure.
Squadron moving out.
Over there. And kill those. Right, now you're just going to kill that field base for us. You can move up a bit more. This took a lot more than I thought it would. Alright, these are just B1 shooting it, so it shouldn't be that bad. Anakin stuck.
One lightsaber and they all start to scatter.
If I can get him in there.
Bit of the situation.
Retreat. Did that unstick him? Nope. Sometimes that works. Not always.
And it gets every squadron reporting.
Right, if I... Oh, do they have a shield? Seems like they may.
I don't have a lot of patience for thugs.
There's nothing that'll kill him here, but... There we go. No longer should be stuck. Did our... Nope. Nope. Get out of there. Alright, Anakin.
One lightsaber and they all start to scatter.
Where are you going?
I've got a very bad feeling.
Still good. You're good now. Crisis averted.
My forces will make short work of you.
Do we have any other flying stuff? We don't. Let's see what the other structure... Okay, there's the...
Keep going.
There's the shield gen. Let's see if we can shut them down. He's decided to not cooperate. No, you're just gonna
First couldn't do it better.
not attack.
One time I actually asked
Anakin became a pacifist. This is probably better for the galaxy, all things considered, but it's not great for me right now, so if we could maybe hold off on that decision for just a little bit. Oh, they broke it. Alright.
501st couldn't do it better. Why do I have to do everything myself?
You can't do anything yourself, Anakin.
All right, troops, make it count. Always be on the move, people. You're no Sith.
Alright, see if you can shoot this for us.
The force is strong with this one.
Kill them with your reflected shots, Anakin. Okay, you guys are gonna do better if you just don't wait for them.
You must let me try to impress you then.
With the Starforge being revenge, that'd be a
Here's
pretty
one
safe
thing I
bet.
hate more than bounty hunters, it's incompetent bounty hunters. Much better than being stuck up in the command center.
Do I look like a droid?
I mean, I will confirm now the Starforge will be in Revan's Revenge.
Into the scrap heap.
Are there any plans to make the environment more hostile in the mod, for example, a big great dragon or different things? So making that kind of indigenous unit, like wild hostile fauna, is not really something that's high priority. Like, that takes as much effort, usually more, than any other infantry unit, which is already one of the hardest things to make. And there's, like, the least payoff for it. Like, it's the kind of thing that's the least common. Like, gameplay-wise, they're usually not even that interesting to fight, but people tend to think of that kind of stuff as like, oh, it's in a small part of the mod, so it'd be a smaller amount of work, but functionally, that would distract from being able to make stuff that's much more important that has already taken years to make. Like, when planning out new factions, the hardest thing to do is new infantry, and that's usually just 1 to 3 units. So, like, trying to make even one per every few planet, that's a lot of content in a skill set that's very, very rare. So it's really not something that's anywhere near our radar for high priority work. Like, we still have to do a lot of Hapen infantry, a lot of Siruvi infantry stuff, use on Vong factions, almost entirely organic stuff like that. And those will all be years of work on their own. And that's stuff that's core to factions that you need to be able to play. So doing stuff like additional wildlife it's unlikely to happen. But we got Boss Pity.
Building started.
Like, there are some that'd be possible longer term, like the Crate Dragon example would be one potential one, but it's like, as far as something that we have a concerted effort to do on a bunch of planets, that wouldn't be likely.
Republic light cruiser.
That's the kind of stuff where, like, when we get to the point where that's high priority, I really hope we move on with our lives and do other stuff.
Understood, we're moving out. Setting a course. Accelerating now. Right, sir.
What next? See everything up here now. So those are probably both auto-resolves in space. Just goes on to use in a goal in 1 or 2.
Tactical battle imminent.
And rebuild those.
Construction complete.
Begin
You.
construction.
Hey, check your map.
And
Mission commencing.
Megiddo next. I think this will be Rhino's map. Not sure if it was. Yeah, it must have been. Nope, it wasn't done yet. Never mind.
With your tripper. Choose your reinforcements. Get ready to move in.
Because Colin made a bunch of Megiddo props, and Rhino made a map with them, so we do have a dedicated Megiddo map now, which I haven't played on yet. Sadly. I was hoping that would be here.
Stay
But it shouldn't be a super heavily defended map. Too bad we don't have any repulsor units on here. Oh well. Release date for the version? We don't have a release date yet. We usually aren't able to give release dates until the mod is basically done. Like, we don't give release dates until we're in testing, and we are not near that yet. So that won't be happening for a while. Don't want that. This Saturday, we're going to be doing a kind of like mid-release team meeting. We'll see where we stand with everything, what we still need to do, what we might want to cut for a future release, how and when we're going to handle the start of testing. But we've still got a lot of the Apen stuff to implement, and still a fair few of the Imperial units to finish. The Warlord stuff luckily went pretty quickly, because a lot of those was just like the unit reorganization. There was already the baseline there. But for the Hapens, they have like, they're the first faction to have like unique defensive structures and everything, and there are some different elements to how they'll work that will take a bit more time for us to set up. Wasn't paying attention to that half of it. Also, you guys can get farther back. Here you go. And we want this LZ. Are there plans to add Luminara and Dewey? Eventually, she'd probably make the cut, but that's kind of the same thing with like the Fauna answer, where more Jedi will eventually be done. Like Ahsoka, Coyote are the two highest priority ones, but those are also infantry models, and they fit into slots that are already kind of filled. So more Jedi options, while they're cool for flavor options, and we want to have a kind of Jedi-focused mechanic like we have with the Fleet Admirals. They're not the thing we're most focused on. Like, we'll probably end up doing a few Revan's Revenge Jedi models before we focus again on Fall of the Republic Jedi models. Then, of course, I have to get started on like modeling some Turians and Rogans and stuff. So. Alright, we got this one. You guys can start moving up there. Did any of them make it? Yeah, you did. Alright, now you can get home, Ozzel. You don't need to die. It wasn't Ozzel's last, so it's fine. I mean, losing Ozzel, I'd probably prefer to losing a regular unit, so there is that. Stay close enough to the ATTE, because you guys will get the... that. Use your rockets. Destroy the turret. There we go. Now you guys fall back a little bit. Stay protected. No, Ahsoka's head is the only part of her body still at the moment. That'll probably happen soon.
Like we drilled. Go! Secure the zone!
I think she's... So Jorrit, I believe, coded her in already as
Stay in the battle zone! That's how you
just a scaled down Shock T.
put those wrist rockets.
Worst case scenario, Ahsoka gets just a generic Jedi body for release. But Colin also did an animation set for Dual Sabers a while ago that we need to put in on Ventress and have ready for Ahsoka. There we go. Now my Guido truly is my Guido. Hold your applause. I kept wanting to say she was a scaled down Luminara in Dually. Eventually I remembered the right character name. Ugh. Come on, Wrist. Don't have an epic Wrist gamer moment. You need to work. You need a wrist massage. But yeah, so playthrough wise, we've got the community challenge. I'm hoping to start in the first-ish week of October. There's still some stuff to finish with that content wise. As long as the Lewis scripting side of it is done, then it's like, because I need to code the units in with the complements and everything, and it doesn't really matter if some of the assets aren't quite done. But like, I'm not going to be building a Starhawk in the first episode, but I kind of want to have the Starhawk released before then, so I'm not, like, debuting content for my own stupid playthroughs. That's not really fair to the rest of the team. But I don't think ultimately any of them mind, but I still don't worry about doing that.
We can't handle.
Like, regular preview playthroughs, there's at least some emotional aspects to that for the mod, but for community challenge, that's just 100% me fucking around, so. Oops. Food please. Food please. Food please. Hearts. Hearts. Alright, we're gonna cause a bunch of revolts in the last week of the... Ooh, Dantooine. They're on Dantooine.
I see.
Even out that food. I'm not gonna auto-resolve this one. Ever consider doing air progressive appearances for your heroes? For example, in Era 1, Anakin wears his Padawan robes, in Era 2, he wears his armor. That again gets to the resource allocation. Like, it doesn't add anything for gameplay when there's so many other gameplay-related infantry we need. So, doing multiple outfits, like, again, that's one of the hardest things to do for the game, is infantry assets. So, spending that on doing the same character multiple times is... Especially because then you have different coded variants of it, which means that the story scripting around those characters is a bit more complicated because there's more you have to check for. But, like, the main thing really is, like, making 3 Anakin models versus making 3 core infantry models for a faction. It's the same or more work, even though it seems like a smaller feature. Because you're still making that asset. Like, the different haircut would probably be a bit simpler, because then I can just, like, pull the hair asset in, but then that still involves some edits to the model, some edits to the texture, recoding it, and it wouldn't necessarily look right, because infantry faces are hard in particular. Basically, the more an infantry model is literally just for flavor, unless it's an armor swap that no one feels like doing for some reason, that distracts from much more important stuff that actually impacts gameplay. That's basically how it gets prioritized. Is my microphone being shit? Can move it closer, but it's maxed out in OBS and it's at 90% in Windows settings. So if I put it any higher, it's just going to be peaking.
Choose your reinforcements. Here we go.
Okay. Also, ATTE, you guys take cover there. There is a turbo laser. Plans for the Empire Reborn. They're the kind of group that would fit into legitimacy hero or unit rewards. They are not anywhere near warranting being actually present on the map. They're way too small. That's cool, Ross. Oh, there you go. So I take back everything I said. Valerie has volunteered to model every character species and more importantly, age variations of all of them. We have it on video, Valerie. Thank you. Okay, back off, ATT. You didn't need to. We believed you were brave already. I do like okay with character modeling, not texturing, and it's usually best if I have like a reference model to do it next to. Like characters that are in Battlefront 2, it was easier to just like open up that model next to the one I was making and see how they did some of the proportions. Like I can do ships fine, but with people, like doing the specific details of faces and stuff, that's just so much more difficult. Like Norway's asking, do you have access to new Zero Command roster and Deep Core Conflict? I think in that video I said the wrong Galactic Conquest name. I was supposed to say Deep Core Conflict, but I said Reunification instead, or something like that.
Autoguns online. Ground, stay sharp. Let's do this. We have not secured the area. Flanker scan. Let's go.
I think that's what happened. Crap. They have... Need more infantry for this. I don't think I'm going to be able to get out of there. I just need to get the damage down as quickly as possible. Oh, they got it. Ooh. Never mind. That's handy. Please don't die. Any plans on adding the ATOT to Fall of the Republic? It's already in. I don't think I have one in this army. No, I have one in the other army, though. But it's one of the units that's added for 1.2. Like 4 or 5 per faction that are done for 1.2 already. ATOT is one of them. Flash Blind, HAET, UTAT, UTAA. ATXT. I think those are the Republic ones. I might be forgetting one. Don't run him over. Don't run him over. Okay, thank you. Oh, AT too. No. It's not really a prototype, but the one from the comics wouldn't be impossible longer term. It's not really a high priority thing. And yeah, it would just be like a story reward kind of thing. I saw the 2 after AT-AT because it was all lowercase. I read the 2 as OT. Not bad. Go for that first. One of the things that we're still hoping to do with the .2 release cycle is cut up the CIS and Republic rosters a little bit, so that the stuff that doesn't contribute directly to whatever their intended core gameplay loops are less available. So they'd be more mission rewards or special case production, limited production. Because both factions have like more than enough, and it ends up meaning that depending on how you spec, you can end up overlapping a lot more. Like, I've already talked in this playthrough about how the A6 Juggernaut is one of the units that's going to be definitely moved into that kind of acquisition method. But Imperial Reign, well, the Rebels get ships like the Rebel 1 and the Liberator. The Rebel 1 probably eventually. We're not working on any like new assets for the Legend side of IR for a long time. There'd probably be like Death Stars, Darth Vader, a couple things like that. But the first release of Imperial Reign would probably be stuff that's already in the mod. By Liberator, do you mean like the carrier type from Rebellion, or do you mean something else? Because the ship type Liberators in TR, that'd be available to the Rebels in some way, most likely. But I'm assuming you mean the Liberation, which is like Shaq's unit in AOTR. We don't plan to add that to anything. That was fan-in made up by AOTR for Shaq specifically. So that's not on our radar to add. We already built up there. Yeah, the Venator you're thinking of liberation, and that was made by them for Shaq. It's not something we'd be adding.
Construction complete.
Shield up.
Pop these guys up here. Okay, cool. Hope you're enjoying it.
Follow me.
Construction complete.
There. We took the food giving planet. Put us back positive. Going for Ord Tracy.
I know this strategy.
Good luck with that.
Tactical battle imminent.
Objective looks protected.
Right. Oh. Didn't even give me my Mandator, because these are all technically different units already.
Let's move this bucket.
Oh well. We'll still win. Oh, they got Delso. Now he's gonna die. This is probably their last hero.
We need to destroy it.
Or last two heroes, technically, because there are two of them.
Plot our course. Captain here. Hold your position. Ready for command.
I'm not sure if we're even gonna
Holding position.
get to the Order 65-66 split before we win.
This is Admiral Yulon.
There's nothing we can't handle. Ready yourself. Incoming. Watch your sides. Now that's how it's done.
But yeah, as I started talking about like an hour ago and then never went on with, the community challenge should be starting like early October probably, and that might even line up with the end of the Pentastar alignment playthrough. So I'll probably start something else in the meantime. Democratic Warlord Star. I don't know if it'll be a CIS one until some other stuff has changed. Maybe give the Fall of the Republic previews a bit of a rest, because they've basically been going non-stop all year. So having a month or two without one going on wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
What's your plan?
The Hapens obviously aren't quite ready for a preview yet, but they'd probably be like whatever happens after those ones.
What could possibly...
So maybe another Warlord one, maybe a base Empire one. See Ruby, who knows?
My shields are gone. Ready for command.
Basilisk and Revan's Revenge will probably be in a couple forms.
Battle station. Locked on target. Watch your flanks.
Because there are a few different depictions, some weirder than others, but ideally we'd find a way to work in.
Raise the shields.
We can there.
Transmission from the command center. Sir, enemy reinforcements have just appeared on long range. Ready yourself. This is the captain. I'm out of control. Nominal status. Vectoring to the enemy. Battle station. Sir, we've done it. Bearing set.
Alright, there we go. How are they looking here? Let me uncheck that. Military, they got some.
Constructing. Beginning construction.
Alright, Mutilince is not even going to be that bad of a fight, but you have a good amount of units there. I'm gonna separate these ground units out.
Construction complete.
You are not a ground unit. Sorry. Back in the fleet. Alright, you guys to Seleucami.
Where are we
You guys over there.
Tactical battle imminent.
It's a trap.
Choose your reinforcements.
Eat the clankers.
Cruising
A
speed.
regular Vin.
Copy.
Buster. Justin.
Setting up my
Poorly
route, sir.
acclimated. Coburn.
On my way, Commander.
Fatigable. Small to click on.
Entering hyperspace.
Warbeard. We'll get Vestal on this side. And we'll deploy Sacrifice Me on this side. Keep them in position. We also want Wrong Princess.
Understood.
LACs.
This is it.
90. Absolute Power of PD. And Pelta on this side.
Reinforcements canceled.
Us?
Sir, we've searched the site. Holding position. I can't hold it.
Alright, go for that captor. And we're gonna try to keep some of the smaller ships in the range of some of the healing.
Locking on target. Go ahead, sir.
You are getting too far out.
Incoming transmission from the command center.
You guys are too far back. Let's move them up there.
Awaiting your orders, sir.
Put on powder weapons because you're gonna
Moving to attack.
take that damage anyways. I'm gonna swap the Y-Wings over to this captor
Seems to be having
because
regular sight.
we should be able to take that out with the Ven here.
Ready for attack orders. Ready to deliver.
And you on that one as well. There we go.
Air cruiser standing by. Transmit orders.
Alright. Get that carrier.
Your command.
You do that as well.
Targeting at maximum firepower. Yes, General.
Copy that.
I don't want to use aggressive tactics right now. I don't want to give up the shielding. But it'd be nice if we could take out some of these diamonds, because they're going to make it really difficult for our bombers to function in the back there.
Safety check complete. I can't do that. The enemy doesn't stand a chance.
You guys can move up and start attacking that recusant with the help of this Venator. Or, I guess you're going to be helping that Venator.
Firing.
Don't need to worry about the engines on you, it's not going to be going anywhere. And you're safe now, so you're going to bombing run. Let's take the fighters and
All lights are green.
put us onto that.
Main cannons charged.
Okay.
I'm under attack. Watch your
Or
fire.
V-Wings.
This is Bravo 4. We must move on. We've cut off the enemy's reinforcements.
Okay. Bombers should be a bit safer to work on this side. Let's get the Belbalabs, because there's a bunch of Belbalabs there.
Frigate respond.
And I'm going to send this Pelta pair,
Delta frigate here.
or probably all the Peltas, up to Coburn.
Your orders, General. Take cover. We need you to clear the area.
That's going to be a bit more risky for us.
Taking the offensive. Moving into attack position.
Alright, he's dead anyways.
Delta frigate here.
Ready to deliver. Yes, General. Pull out. Do not comply. Tearing us apart. We need you to take them out. Blasting target. Give me a target. Your
Why don't I use keyboard shortcuts? Because for most of my time playing games, my keyboard has been behind a microphone, which makes it harder to access.
lights are green.
So I'm just mostly used to not doing it.
I don't know how much longer we can hold them off. Hurry. Pilot. I'm taking fire. The operation failed. Bail out. I repeat.
Coburn's out, which gives us an excuse to hire a new one.
Striking target. Ready for command. Main cannons charged. Ready to deliver. Radio channel.
It also makes it a little bit harder to follow what's going on the stream too.
We're taking critical damage.
Blender is probably one of the few programs that I actually use shortcuts in now.
Taking the offensive. Cruiser here. They won't survive the day. Yes, Admiral. Acquiring target. Time to die. All lights are green.
Right. Bombers onto those
Clear the area.
unis.
Attacking target. Go ahead. Engines idling. For the Republic.
Not the best battle, but I think it was still a good battle. Not the best battle outcome, but I think it was a fun one. So, still worth.
Moving into attack position. Your orders? Ready to commence. Let's blow something up. Firing. We can't take. Yes, sir. Victory is imminent.
Yes, I did say we'd be trying to represent different forms of the Basilisk.
All lights are green. I can't hold it. I'm preparing assault salvo. Whatever it was they were looking for, it looks like they were command. Stand clear. We must turn back. Standing by. Losing speed.
You guys need to kill those. Y-Wings can stay on that Munificent. The Money Funny.
Awaiting your orders, sir.
You are just an engine hard point. Now you're nothing.
Where's the clearing the water?
Still gotta get through a goal one.
Sir, multiple enemy forces heading towards us. We're going to need you to hold them off. Your orders? This is Beta Squadron.
Alright, let's pull the fighters back away from the diamonds, and hopefully that'll pull some of their fighters into our anti-fighter.
Critical. The enemy doesn't stand a chance. Locking on target.
Get them out of there.
They're in our sights.
There we go. So that's all gonna die now.
Ready for command.
Finest ship Republic credits can get you.
Ready to deliver. Moving into attack position. Preparing assault salvo. Sir, incoming transmission from the command center. Watch your side.
That one's dead.
I can't do that.
You can come up there. Oh, I guess you should probably finish that. Here, you come up as well.
Ready for command.
Here we go.
Destroyed the Techno-Union ship.
Delta here.
They won't hold up
We
much
can do
longer. Following your order. Right, sir.
You got the captain.
Alright, are they gonna get... No, I think that's their last Mooney.
Got secondary reinforcements.
No more Mooney Foonies for you.
Ready to deliver. Moving into attack position. Near target. Victory is imminent. One shot, one kill. Holding position. Your orders? The way is clear. Assault salvo. Your orders, General. All lights are green. Where are we headed? Sir, incoming transmission from the command center.
Understood. Let's hit him where
Over there. That one's just gonna sit in the back. I can respect that.
Stand clear. Enemy craft.
They didn't want to be here. They didn't sign up for this.
Our troops have been given advanced training.
They just want to live their best droid lives.
Yes, General.
And who can blame them?
Power diverting to weapons. Our backed up generator.
This war isn't for them.
Fire seems to be having an effect. Taking the offensive. Victory is imminent. Moving into
This is why you build
preparing assault salvo.
anti-fighter stuff.
Stand clear. Give me a target. Firing. Your orders. Main cannons charged. The missiles will tear us apart.
Why you don't just build VSDs against fleets of diamonds.
Blasters charged. All lights are green. Aye.
Not the only reasons you do those things, but it's a very helpful and obvious reason to do those things.
Ready to deliver. Taking the offensive. Cannons loaded. Anchors away. We've reached the base perimeter, sir. Following your lead. Your orders? Let's move this bucket. Plot our course. Moving into attack positions idling.
Alright, you bombers. Got one squad of them left.
One shot, one kill.
Helta frigate responding. Helta frigate standing by. Try to take out their weapons.
Standing by. Ready for takeoff.
Arcs, you can help with this as well. Not quite as much as the others. You can do it.
To green. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ready for command. Preparing assault salvo.
Hit the back where you might get some AoE in there.
Whatever it was they were looking for, it looks like they already found it. Bomber, right behind you. What's the order? Setting intercept course. Ready to deliver. Safety check complete. Let's
Keep
blow
moving in.
something up. Acquiring target. Your orders? Stand clear. You got the captain. Time to die. Attacking target.
You're probably fine just focusing on the shipyard now.
We've reached the base perimeter.
Good
sir.
job, Venator.
We need to destroy it.
You've done
Standing by.
everything I could possibly ask of you.
Yes, General. Shields are down. Ready for command.
All we lost was a hero, another Venator, and some other ships.
I need cover fire. The enemy doesn't stand ready to deliver.
Get in there more.
Yes, sir. Give me a target for the Republic. Your orders?
Alright, I'm gonna need you to focus on the shipyard as well.
Sir.
Helta class frigate.
You guys can go
We'll
for
try our
this.
best.
All lights are green. Your orders, General? Ready for
Use
command.
you.
Let's move this bucket. Yes, General. Ready to deliver. Taking the offensive. Give me a target. Your orders? Moving into attack position. This is Bravo 4.
You got the commander.
under attack.
Quickly.
All
Try to
lights
take out
are
their
green.
weapons.
Alright.
Assault salvo. Stand clear. Ready for command. Main cannons charged. Taking the offensive.
I take back every nice thing I said about you.
We've lost you on the
You have decided to
position until you return. Battle stations.
sit there and not fire for a lot of the time.
Sir, enemy starfighters coming in fast.
Oh,
Ready to deliver. Enemy starfighters
just got out there.
to attack position. Pull out.
Kind of here's where the Mandalorians have presumably Mandalorian kinds.
Your orders.
But it'll be a while before we get to doing hero roster announcements for Revan's Revenge, so
Plot our course.
will happen, but we're not there yet.
Stand clear. Main cannons charged. Provide taking the offensive.
There we go.
Detected.
Got him. We lost absolute power of PD, Coburn, Indefatigable, poorly acclimated, Nutbuster, and Vestal. Very sad. Gonna save though, and then we can switch up our command staff because we got one killed. How many planets are there left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15-ish. Not counting the one we're on already. Let's see.
Researching.
Guess I never did recruit them. Let's get Den Wessex.
Move forward.
Another crushing victory.
Bearing set.
Guys can go to Quell. And get Welcome.
You are not the master you once were.
Choose your reinforcements. Follow me.
Alright, who else do we want? Get some Commandos, an ATTE,
The Jedi Council
and
is fortunate
go
to
up
have
there.
you as a member.
Electric Judgment. Definitely not Force Lightning. Entirely different, because it's nice people Force
This meeting
Lightning.
is by design. The Force does not play tricks.
Turret online. Confirm.
Just, it's such a different power. Nothing to do with Force Lightning.
Connecting yourself to your opponent to the moment. That is the path to victory. Times must be desperate for the Sith to make acquaintances with the droids. You're not blaster fodder like those battle droids. The Separatists are building creative. The Jedi's enemies have just multiplied 1,000-fold.
They really didn't make it far. Neither did he. Alright, get over here.
Let's do this. There we go.
A lot of droids. Positively statuesque. Alright, let's try this again with other units. He'll be fine over there himself, but wait, nope. You guys can actually kill that. One of you does need to come and grab it, though.
At times, I think of you as one of my own pupils.
Scanning infantry. 1, 2, 3.
Rip Plo Koon. Killed by EAW.
Here I stand, though I may die. Endurance is more important than strength.
Aw.
I did not
Oh, he's gone.
the spirit in chalice.
They're gonna wrap up here. Fire up. I've got you. I'm a hold up. Follow behind me.
Nope. Stay on that. Stay on that. Okay, hit that one. Hit this one. Not infantry. Hit the tank I told you to hit. There you go. Now pull back. And you guys go in here. Let's get an AV turret. One. You guys there. And now we can get Shakti, you. I guess the only other vehicles we really have are the A6. So I may as well put it in.
While Jedi still breathe,
I try to limit how much I use the A6s, but going order 66. I'll probably do 66 if we get to the decision. We may not.
May the fourth be with you.
With you, trooper. You and me.
Pull out there. Pull out there. See if we can get them to come into the vehicle turret.
Going in tight.
And also
Shakti, you can go there. You're fine.
General Shakti. May the fourth be with you.
Shield deployed. On target.
Lone Trooper 5 and ship are about to enter the zone.
Alright, you're getting into the base fine.
Trooper. Pull the cone on me.
Save the clones.
Enemy behind.
This is General Shakti.
Alright, Shakti, you can relieve those forces on that side now. And let's get over with the Juggernaut to
Cone on me.
the power gen.
Have a great day.
Need time. Run. Guns ready.
Are you suggesting we
Now
just
go
cast
kill that.
off the Domino
Falling
Squad?
shot. Prime. Defensive position.
Forgiveness is not an occasional act. It's a
All right.
constant attitude.
There you go. And you guys don't need that anymore. And destroy some more AATs.
While Jedi still breathe,
I've got you.
we will not abandon Camino. May the fourth be with you.
Smack 'em. Smack 'em. There it is.
We haven't lost
Thank you, King of Norway, for the $10 donation saying, ain't much, but I want to show some support. Now give me back.
and also with me.
Thank you, King of Norway. Appreciate it.
They are living beings, not objects.
Oh.
Lone Trooper 5
Still need to kill the structure before we can do that. Like, did I say King of Norway? Viking. It has king in it, and Vi, so the 6th King of Norway.
I've got you. Lock it down. Starting assault. Tight sweep.
and also with me. General Shakti. Save the Clone Wars. We haven't lost
There it
any
is.
focus.
Going in tight. Polar Republic.
Clone Trooper 5.
You guys, you can just go over that way.
Wired up. Go. I got your back.
Save the Clone Wars. They are living beings, not objects.
Right, now destroy that one. Uh-oh. That can kill you. That can kill you. That can kill you. You leave.
Getting it. You will read. Unlock. Guns online.
The best way to counter Jedi heroes? Hailfires are probably the easiest. Anti-infantry turrets. Just don't try to, like, infantry swarm them, because that's what they're good against. Keep your infantry from attacking them, because that'll generally heal them.
Concentrating fire. There we go. Falling shot.
Have a great day. This is General Shakti.
Yeah, bikes are
They are living
always good as well.
not objects.
You try to... Not bad, making some progress. I probably should have done this at 2 different planets, so I'll do that now. Dathomir... we wanted Wessex, right? Or do we want Grant? It's just we've had a lot of Venator heroes, so I kind of want to do... Oh, Wessex has... what did I think he had a victory? Want Grant then. What am I even saying? See if we can get up to Slimearth. There we go. Alright, we're going to Quell with our giant fleet of these little guys. Plo Koon won't live to see the end of the war, but he got close. This is like all the units we built towards the start of the stream. Congrats, Thomas.
Choose your reinforcements.
Good luck with the last one.
Full throttle. Anchors away. Yes, sir.
We're on the move. Copy that, sir. Who needs fixing?
Moving into positions on your command. As you wish, Commander. I've got a clear sir. Setting a course. Accelerating now.
Making the jump to light.
Moving into positions on your command. Transmit orders.
Alright, we have to be careful to not leave these guys for more than a week.
Yes, Admiral. Cannons charged. Watch your flanks. We're all set here, Commander. We can't let them escape. Ready for attack orders.
I'll check our Senate approval rating after this as well.
Firing a full salvo.
They won't know what.
See if we have any missions that I haven't done.
Sense or show a squadron of enemy starfighters heading toward us.
Delta frigate here. Please destroy the guns.
Cruiser here. Training weapons on target. Ready for takeoff. Whatever it was they were looking for, it looks like they already found it. Cruiser here. We'll make short work of them. Bravo 4. One shot, one kill. Keep up the assault.
Heading in.
I'm transmitting the coordinates to you now.
Okay,
Cruiser, standing by. Cruiser ready for combat.
get over there.
We've reached the base perimeter, sir. Cruiser here.
Our acquaintance here. Engaging.
And
Hold up. Sir, we need you to
you guys on that.
all enemies. Radio
I mean, the Iron Cannon is not going to be a problem in the actual battle right now because it's
engines idling.
got nothing to follow up on.
Standing by.
Leaving these here for a few weeks would be bad.
We'll take the fight to them. Moving into positions on your command.
Standing by. All batteries fire.
We need you to clear the area in order to proceed.
I see their point.
Commencing attack on gun tower. Sir, our concentrated fire seems to be having an effect. Enemy units approaching. Cruiser ready for combat. Waiting for attack. Coordinates.
Well, we finished the Knights of the Old Republic soundtrack, so I'm gonna open a different one. Knights of the Old Republic 2. Eventually, we're gonna be doing Revan's Revenge playthroughs, and the soundtrack will actually match the era. That'd be fun. We have new GCs in the point 2 updates. I don't think there are any new ones. There might be new size of the progressives. I don't think there were any new single era ones for all the Republic. In TR, there'll probably be the return of Into the Cluster, which is like a Haven focused GC. But we're doing a lot of work on kind of the back end to how Galactic Conquests are made and set up. So it's not the best time for us to be messing around with the You need to capture the landing zone, everyone. Right. You guys can bring in Anakin as well. Flying unit is our HAET-221. It's one of the Episode 3 units that gets less attention, but is from the movies. Oh, shit. Okay, well, that was too close.
Plug in and recharge. I could use a new wardrobe too. That doesn't mean I want to go shopping. All too easy.
Rip.
Have you wished?
I got it killed. R1, hey 8. I got it killed.
I am on AT-AT.
Now it hates me. Are those all staffs? Yeah, staffs are coming in. Alright, I'm gonna bring in my own little speedy guys. That's how this is gonna be. Okay, Anakin, you're on that one. Obi-Wan, you're on this one.
You handle yourself well. Sense conflict.
Any day now, Obi-Wan. Like, come on. We're all busy people. There you go. And we're gonna get them to go destroy those turrets. You guys go up there. You guys go up the road that way. There's not a huge amount left here.
Very wise Jedi once said, nothing happens by accident.
We should clear the area.
I was about to say that. Not so smart.
Oh, they're leaving.
Ready to
I
quit?
hope they enjoyed their stay here on Quell, because we've quelled their presence. And unwrapped their presence. We don't talk about that.
System conquered. Building under construction.
Fleet going for Ethor from up there. I guess we're gonna grant them an audience.
On our way.
Sir?
So? Oh my.
Tactical battle imminent.
How dare you? Sending your bulwark and your recusant dreadnought in here.
Tactical battle imminent.
This could be some losses.
Choose your reinforcements. Plotting flight.
Nah, we should have enough fighters.
Movements
Be fine.
As you wish, General. Setting a course. There's nothing we can't handle. Woohoo! I copy that.
Alright. They're attacking, let them come to us.
Entering hyperspace now.
They won't have much in the way of fighters, and they don't really have much anti-fighter. So, they do have the Kolovex, but that's not going to be enough to stop
Bravo 4.
all of our stuff.
Sir, sensors show a squadron of
Oh,
enemy
never mind.
starfighters heading toward us.
Awaiting command.
They didn't want to die. Kind of sad. This will probably be our ground force for that one. Alright, this is 10 units on the ground and 5 structures. Mutilants is going to be a rough one.
They're already in place. Choose your reinforcements.
Not in space, though. Antrathor, Tubular, Galaran, Democratic Warlord Star. Like, SSD versus a bunch of small stuff, not the best, but the amount matters still, too. So, we'll be fine. The Asserter in particular is going to be not great for killing a bunch of small units.
Commander, they're hitting us. Ready to deliver. Safety check complete.
What's your plan? Raise the shields.
But they haven't really hit that critical mass with this fleet. Now, if they had a Subjugator here as well, then Subjugator plus all these would be... I'd be a little bit more scared.
All lights are green. Preparing assault salvo. Got you on the comm. We must turn back.
Assault Salvo is what I do when I'm going to be making fries.
Locked on target. Nominal status.
This is Admiral Yolanda. Yes, sir.
Oh no.
Now I want fries. Sounds like Dana agrees.
Ready for command. Ready to deliver. Stand clear.
Ooh, if you shoot at these ones, there's like 3 times the chance of you actually hitting something. There you go. Nice and clustered. This was the banking clan fleet itself, so that's why they have some stuff that is not typical of the CIS.
Units charged. We need you to clear the area in order to proceed. Tri-fighter, on your tail. Sir,
Alright, so I guess we've all decided together that as soon as the stream's over, we're all going to get fries.
don't let that try get away.
This is Admiral Yolanda.
Are being depleted.
I've been kind of looking for a decent fry truck since I moved to Ottawa, but I've never actually eaten at any Ottawa fry trucks, which has made the search kind of difficult. So
Holding position.
it's a hard life.
Enemy units approaching. Ready for command.
If you'd like to learn more about the banking clan, there was a lore video posted on a lore channel called Corey's Datapad last week, which had some good information about what happened to the banking clan under the Empire. So yeah, if you're ever looking to learn about the banking clan, you can watch that video.
Locking on. Sir, all enemy units approaching from behind.
If fries and bagels doesn't sound like a great combination,
Ready to deliver.
to be honest.
Where are we headed? Hurry.
It actually sounds like shit. Like, if we're just being 100% honest, that sounds absolutely disgusting to have together.
Starfighters
Like, do you just, like, shove a bunch of fries into the bagel hole and then try to munch that together? I don't know.
Destroy the Techno-Union ships. Your orders?
Not doing it.
Moving into
Not doing it.
requesting air support. We failed. All lights are green. Let's move this bucket. We've got boosters. We've reached the base perimeter, sir. Pilot. I have them down. Take out that fighter.
Ew, like, no. Gross.
I've lost count. How many does that make? I'm on them.
Alright, they are leaving. They don't want Mutilanced. The button there is the SPHAT beam on Yularen.
Hey, check your map. Constructing. Invasion commencing.
Alright. Mutilanced. What a shock. You have Hellfire droids here.
Choose your reinforcements. Let's do this. Like we drilled, go! Defensive position! Defensive position! That's the good part. They're gonna wrap up here first.
Okay, I'm gonna send each of them with a Juggernaut.
Faithful, move fast! 1, 2, 3.
And we're gonna go to either side of the bridge.
Go! Auto guns online. Calling a shining. Come on! What's that covering fire?
Oh yeah, I still haven't checked the
Enemy movement. Wait for it. Auto guns ready to go.
the Senate approval. I said I would. I lied. You just drive over them. You don't.
Lock it down.
You're a Juggernaut. You're not beholden to their traffic laws.
Calling shot. Warfire ready. Load on me. On fire. Auto guns online. You will be more trouble. Right. Nothing at all. Auto guns online. What's that covering fire? Going in. Calling shot. Warfire ready. Changing weapons. Defensive position.
Drive straight on in.
Job's not
And
over
I
yet.
guess we're gonna have to send more in that way. There. Take the landing zone, please.
What's that covering fire? Calling shot. Warfire ready.
You guys are gonna die if you're far that way. Okay. You nearly have it. You do. You don't have the money to build that many turrets. You're gonna regret that later, CIS. You guys, get back here. Get back here. This isn't what you do. I'm gonna try one of these big modifications, but I don't know where to start. Understand correctly, it's all part of one thing called... So, Empire War Expanded is our overall name for a bunch of our mods. So we make Thrawn's Revenge and Fall of the Republic. There are other mods that we don't make with different names, but Empire War Expanded, that name is... That means it's made by us. So, Fall of the Republic, Thrawn's Revenge, Revan's Revenge, and Imperial Reign. 2 of those aren't out yet, though. Any of those we made.
Awaiting
Oh crap. They have a turret.
You won't be more trouble. Took a while. We do this together. Hollow guns online.
Okay, get over there. Ozzel over there.
What's that covering fire? Close range assault. Powered up.
Guys, head towards the victory point as well. We're gonna hold here, get ready for the landing.
With you, trooper. Head to the ramp up here first. Through it online. Ramp things down. Going in. That's how you do it. Need a medic. Nothing.
Empire at War is the game's name. That's the petroglyph thing. Empire at War Expanded is our thing. That's the name of all the mods together.
On target. Guns ready. Calling a shining. Clankers won't see it. Right.
Yeah, the between all the AWX mods, the features interface, like that's all generally the same. There are some like mod specific features or some ways that are presented differently based on what works for the mod, for that particular mod, but like understanding one, you'll understand the others.
Starting kill switch. Target damage. With you, trooper. Bullet go. Close range assault. Lock it down. Going in tight. Go forward. Going in. Support fire ready. Ready to go.
Right, they should be grabbing that victory point.
Starting assault. Autoguns online.
Just gone over there for the
Changing weapons.
shield, but I think we'll be done by then anyways.
What's that covering fire?
Someday I'd like to fix the animation of like the logos building in the capturing thing rather than just showing or not. I'd have to look at how the base game ones work again. Redo everything. There's Munilence. I'm gonna save after that. And we need to check the approval, because I keep saying I'm gonna do it. Any tutorials teaching how to play? I did a video. If you check here, there's a video called Beginner's Guide to Fall of the Republic, something like that, which goes over basically everything you need to know. It may seem complicated, but it's all pretty simple. It's just we try to make the information, the important information, as available as possible.
Indeed.
They're going forward, Tracy, apparently.
Tactical battle imminent.
I don't think, yeah, we don't have an interdictor on this one either.
Ready in place. Ready for command. Plot
Shit.
our course.
The
Captain here.
axe in instead of the mandator.
There's nothing
Where?
we can't handle. This is Bravo 4.
Well, let's do what we did last time, or what we hoped to do last time,
Look to the skies.
before they retreated.
Look to the skies. Take it down. Not so tough now. Locked on target.
Power to weapons.
Nominal status. Vectoring to the enemy. Your orders?
We almost have like one fleet per planet left, so I'm not gonna be the most careful with them.
We've reached the base perimeter, sir. You picked up a vulture. They're flanking us. Weapons locked.
I am planning to do more of the beginner guide videos for both mods. Definitely when the new version comes out, but I probably will be working on one for the current version as well. I mean, that one is, I think, by far the most viewed video on the channel, and possibly even the most viewed video on both of my channels, so clearly it's something people want, so...
Sir, we've lost you on the sensors. We'll hold this position until you return. Captain here. Choose your reinforcements. Ready to deliver. Safety check complete. Where are we headed?
Lauren, get in there.
Since I last spoke with you.
Vectoring to the enemy.
Oh. Don't even need to be that careful.
Your orders?
They attacked this when it was empty,
Stand clear.
and it went poorly for them.
Captain. Battle stations.
What's your plan? Sir?
Nowhere to run. Got you on the ground.
There we go. I think it is above the interspecies one. I'll check. Let's see. I said I'd check this repeatedly. 66. Not quite enough. Well, first off, open another one. And Mercana, let's get Mama Zinj, maybe? I think we're gonna get Mama Zinj. Yeah, we'll get Mama Zinj for the first one. We've got 2 open slots. Sending some ground forces from Dathomir over to Cymirth. Let's check that. Alright, so on datapad, videos, sort by most viewed. So datapad most viewed is 150,000 on the interspecies babies video. And if I go to lose it, it actually might be slightly below that. Invade Dathomir, of course. Videos. Sort by most viewed. 130 only for beginner's guide. That's too bad. It's, I'm never making one of those videos again. Never mind.
Tactical battle imminent.
Shit, we had a dreadnought shipyard there. What did I auto-resolve that for? That was an easy defense.
On your order.
Up. Get up. I mean, it won't matter ultimately, but could have won that. I let them think they were going to win. What about the statement we just made? None of these ones have names. Grant has a regular fleet.
Right, sir. You got it, Captain.
Making the jump to light speed.
Setting course. Cruiser here. Ready yourself. Sir, we've lost you on the sensors. We'll hold this position until you return. Provide cover. Yes, Commander. Enemies in range. Swat down that. Sir. Reaching enemy hull. Standing by. Enemies incoming. Sir, there's still Techno-Union ships in the area. Sir, our concentrated fire seems to be having after here. Star Cruiser standing by.
Launching all missiles. Full spray.
I mean, it's
Locked on target.
Gonna be an easy battle,
Terminal status. Sir,
but
holding position.
could have been easier.
Let's blow
Actually, it probably wouldn't have been easier to defend it. It just would have left us with the shipyard.
holding position.
And then it's what, just Sereno that they have access here from?
This is the captain. Vector
This fleet's been basically sitting on Dathomir all game.
form up. Sir, enemy starfighters coming in fast. Awaiting order. Take down that scout. Copy. I copy.
I may need to do more EAW streams on the channel, because there was a while where like any EAW stream on the channel would be
Squadrons at half strength.
200 plus viewers. Stream's been doing much worse since I've done more on Twitch. It's been a while since I've streamed regularly on YouTube.
We can't let them escape.
Maybe I need to reshuffle the stream schedule a bit.
Keep going, keep going. Air cruiser, standing by. I'll clear the water. Got you on the comm. They're not so tough. Copy that. Attack that target.
There you go. You can retreat now. Don't need to kill any of that. Get your supply ship out of here. Trying to stop me from retreating with your mine. Not gonna happen. Alright, and now Cymirth. Oh. Well, good job with that.
Reporting. Captain here. Bearing set. What is it, sir? Woohoo! Cruiser, standing by.
So I can't just run out there.
Attacking. Open fire on those laser cannons.
Doesn't have just a shuttle. Yeah, it's been a shorter, slightly easier playthrough because the CIS's economy was kind of hamstrung even on Cruel,
We've reached the base perimeter.
because the economic reworks were still like early days.
Standing by. I copy that. This is it.
But
Corvette here.
still 23 episodes, so
Sir,
not the worst.
it should be destroyed shortly. Enemy units approaching. Reading you. Battle stations.
Alright, this will be Grievous's finest death. Final death, not finest. Also finest, maybe, who knows.
Got you on the comm.
Probably not, because he's not going to kill
Right,
anything.
sir.
But,
Yes, General. Standing by. Heading out. Destroy those lasers.
he's on the lowest tier ship he has,
Open fire on those laser cannons.
so he's gone.
This is Bravo 4. Your position. Oh, no.
Unless they retreat.
What is it, sir? Targeting computers up.
I might be small, but
I forgot last time we didn't kill him in the Munificent.
Copy that, sir. Yes, sir. Engaging.
Sir, we need you to clear the area of all enemies. Star Cruiser here. Targeting. Take out their engine. On our way.
Yes,
We're all
sir.
set here, Commander.
Joining up with the fleet.
Poor little soulless one here.
We need to destroy it.
And he's dead.
Standing by. We are moving out.
Still 3 of the little roaches left. I think this was before the target bone fix, too. Not sure.
For the Republic!
Well, I got what I wanted out of it.
Focus fire on that target.
Bye-bye. Still killed most of it. Didn't lose anything. Free battle for us. Okay, this time I actually want to make it onto Cymirth before the battle starts. Battlestart Galactica.
Choose your reinforcements. Hey, check your map, right? Call it a shining. That was something. Better turn fast. Constructing. Now we're talking. Stick with the
Let's get another landing zone there. Remoti and Lats will be part of it regardless. More little steps. Heavy vehicles are not what you want to fight.
guns ready. Loners don't survive long. I'm going to move out. Attack.
I have seen Shaq's latest video. I do know he wants the shipyard models for Tabletop Sim. I'm gonna see what I can do about that. Kayla releases our assets for Edge of Despair on the workshop, but we don't release the TR specific one or like the EAWX specific ones generally. I assume that's what you're referring to by asking, because he wants. He does a lot of tabletop stuff, and he wants the shipyard models we have for that.
Reinforcements en route.
I'm taking the fight to them.
Stick with the plan.
Destroy the Persuaders. They're always the scariest. Scare me the most.
Constructing.
There's some really dangerous thing right behind me. It's called teamwork.
ATRTs are good for scouting, and I forget if their blasters are AV or AI. But ATPTs have the point defense thing, which is really good at shutting down infantry. The tooltips will usually give you an idea of what each unit's going to be good for with the weapon types and ability information. What was he saying about the V-19s? I'm gonna get Remoti out of there. Doesn't need to be in there to take out that turret, and it's just going to be a threat to him.
Watch him out. Coming in fast. Mate, settle in. Turret, powered up. Nice, system back. Heal up.
The fighter formation bug is something that we fixed internally but hasn't been patched out yet. Because we gave all the fighter squadrons containers, which means that they're not going to get automatically targeted in weird ways that they shouldn't be by stuff that should be preferring to target other things. But the game doesn't like variants with the formation spacing tags for it, or with the offset tags, so they overlap. But it has been fixed internally. But it won't be like that in the next version. That kind of stuff was also supposed to be patched out, but the compiling the patches for that we wanted to, the hotfixes, has not cooperated, so I didn't end up being able to fix what I wanted in that. I think it's just one field base left down here. Not even the field base, just a couple units. Amity? We still need to go through and give a lot of the TR fighters the containers in the first place, I think, but at least this time we know it can't be varianted the same way, which is really fucking annoying, but is what it is. That's life working on EAW. Alright. We'll have that in a second. There we go. Lost some clones. But we made some friends along the way.
copy. Ready to update orders. We'll level them.
Helmsman,
Calculating
Shin's
jump
victory.
to light speed. Calculating
Ironic.
jump to light speed.
Amazinj,
Yes. Destroy 'em. Bidding set.
Acclimator 2,
Issue a command.
Regina Fun, Order 66, which we haven't got yet.
Breaking
Act
contact.
Carrier. I don't think we're only at 66
Charging
approval,
generator.
so
Loading ordnance.
Gideon's Cruiser, Flower Power,
Setting a course.
heals. This is fine.
Destroyer ready. We'll win this.
I might not resolve 1 or 2, but I've been enjoying the ground battle, so
No Union ships in the area.
they do take longer.
Destroyer holding.
I'm not in a rush
Power
yet.
to shields. Awaiting orders.
Negative, sir. Incoming. Captain here. Missile destroyer reporting in. Destroyer at station keeping. They just don't learn, do they? Got secondary reinforcements.
Maximum power to shields. Fire. The lasers are our target.
Locking on target. Cruiser here. Training weapons on target.
I'm not sure if we're gonna take Denon. I'll probably auto-resolve Denon, and is it Utapau that's also independent?
Ready to update orders. Holding position. Commencing attack on.
Because I do want to like actually finish out the campaign,
Attacking.
but
Watch your sides. Check your fire.
I want to do most of the CIS planets by hand.
Charging generator. I can't do that. Pilot. Destroyer ready. This is Bravo 4. Enemy units approaching. Cruiser standing by.
And then I guess when we get towards the end, Dana can go and pick up some fries.
Awaiting orders. Take out the iron cannons.
We might be small.
I heard either a tisking or cracking sound in response to that.
Focus fire
I
on
don't know if she's actually down here still.
Holding position.
Okay, she is.
Captain. Destroyer holding. I copy. Cruiser ready for combat. Coming in fast. Form up. Bail out. I repeat. Bail out. Sir, we've lost another ship.
Cody and Rex do upgrade when you do the phase 2 stuff.
Cruiser here. The war is ours. Ready. Let's run this gauntlet. Vectoring now. We're depleting the separatist reinforcements. Standing by. Ready to update orders. Waiting orders. We can't take. Ah! Captain here. Cruiser ready for combat. Oh no. Yes. We'll beach them. We'll level them. Destroy them. Sabotage the separatist vehicle. One shot, one kill. Charging.
Like, Dana seemed to be in favor of the general fry plan, but it seems like she's not on board with actually going and getting the fries, which, like, at that point, are you really committed?
Destroyer ready.
Like,
Adjusting course.
I don't know.
The reinforcements have been cut off. Destroyer
Holding
holding.
here.
No, sir.
It sounds like at that point, like, you're really just giving lip service to the idea of fries rather than showing any real
Destroyer at station
Reporting in.
any real desire to be the fries you want to see in the world.
standing by.
So I don't know what to really say at that point.
Yes,
Like,
Commander.
it
Firing.
is what it is, and there's not going to be fries. Like,
Form up. Order confirmed.
sure, we'll have tortellini for dinner, but there's like less than half a container of that left,
Engaging the enemy.
and
Ready to update orders.
I don't know.
Destroyer
It's
reporting.
disappointing, you know. You spend all these hours streaming some Empire at War, and the natural expectation of that, or after that, would be that we're gonna go and eat fries. But we don't have any potatoes, so I can't make fries. I guess what I should probably do is run to the store, get some potatoes and milk, because I couldn't make French toast this morning because we didn't have any milk. We are running out of groceries, and
The lasers are our target.
Dana's gonna be gone for a week, so we didn't like stock up on everything. But like the flaw with that plan is that I'm still gonna be here, and I still need food. So I'm gonna have to go back to my bachelor days of grocery shopping on my own, and I'm probably just gonna order food a lot next week. But like I look at the freezer, it's emptier than it's been in a year. The fridge is empty. Like it's gonna be slim pickings.
Missile destroyer reporting in. Of course, Your Highness. Destroyer holding. All stations ready. Good shot.
Slim
Missile destroyer here.
pickings.
Destroyer at station keeping.
Order confirmed. Holding fire for maximum
Missile
effect.
destroyer reporting in. Ready. We'll beach them. We'll level them. Cruiser ready to update orders. Destroy them. It should be destroyed shortly. Stations ready.
Like I know where some fry trucks are, some that seem to be well liked in the area.
Ready to face the enemy.
I won't name them because then it's really easy to find out where I live. But I just never end up actually going, because like part of it is like you gotta talk to someone at a fry truck, and I don't like talking to people. Which you may be thinking, but isn't that what you're doing right now? Like, isn't your job to talk to 64 people right now? And yes. But if any of you says anything rude to me, I can just delete the comment and hide you on the channel. But if I go and I say if I say the wrong thing when ordering the fries, they're gonna know that forever. I have no control in that situation. They didn't opt into that situation. You all come here opting into hearing me speak. They're at their job. They didn't really choose to hear me speak. So I don't like putting people in that situation. Apart from the Hutts, are there any other planned factions for the Republic? Not really. Like, the only other stuff would be if we did some, like, earlier variants of Hapen units just for funsies. But, really the plan is just Republic CIS Hutts. Keep TR as the map full of a bunch of different factions mod, and
Check your map. Defensive positions.
try not to overcrowd the other ones. Fall of the Republic, I think, works better if we keep building around having a couple large factions.
All out, troops. Yes, sir. Let's move out.
An army of your kind might pose a challenge to the Jedi.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
The Force will be with you. Always. The Force will be with you. Always.
There we go. I don't think that's an ego thing. I'm saying that people might not want to talk. Like, people haven't chosen to talk to me. It'd be the opposite. Yeah, like as much fun as like an early days Hapens might be. I don't know how well that would end up playing in practice. Trying to work them in their faction or their chiss, and then we have to design so much more. We have some pretty clear design language for the Hapens between Valerie's work and some of the updates, or some of the ones that Ost did as well. But we're already doing like 86 factions, I think, between 27 mods, so it's just that's the biggest factor. Yeah, the way we most likely handle options like Maul would be as the Shadow Collective would be a part of the Hutt story stuff, part of their government, rather than being the Shadow Collective on their own with one Gozanti on the Galactic map. The Eternal Empire, yep, they'd be a pretty likely inclusion down the line for Revan's Revenge. Not an immediate thing, but they'd probably be before other Tor content even, because they're around a while and they make a good late game invasion event option. The Yuzon Vong of Revan's Revenge. The Yuzon Vong could also technically make it in for 2. Hit.
You have the power, but it will never bring you solace. Are you prepared to receive another humbling lesson in the art of lightsaber combat? You haven't exactly impressed me so far.
I don't impress
This is an unexpected turn of events.
So you got Obi-Wan, but heavy. Got tie clutch.
Hello there.
I really like the passive AA, or point defense on ATPTs. I missed that now.
Hello there.
I've been really liking them in
Skills have not diminished in the least. I'm impressed, my dear. This is
the PA campaign.
I'd say it's time to retreat. I am better than this, I assure you. The Jedi are guardians of peace, not bringers of war. Time to turn this around.
I got you. Lock it down. Coming in tight.
I'd work on my defensive forms if I were you.
Right, we need to build
The Jedi are guardians of peace,
a build
not
pad.
bringers of war.
An AA turret on the build pad,
You haven't
specifically.
exactly impressed me so far.
Yes, one.
Good job. Programming is no substitute for a lifetime of training. Apparently, they'll let just anyone join the Jedi Council these days.
Alright,
I wish Mr. Qui-Gon could see what you've become.
well,
He would be very proud.
there we go.
You receive the Force as little as a spoon receives a taste of food. A droid that thinks it's a Sith Lord will wonders never cease.
Yeah, so to repair units, stuff has to, like, the root bone of the unit has to be within the
Time to turn this around.
radius,
I can see and
rather than the damaged hard point, I'm pretty sure. Or vice versa. Like, repairing is kind of weird, but ultimately, even if anything like that were an actual bug, there's really nothing we could do to change it when it's, like, intermittent issues on something that we don't have access to any of the code to change. So it kind of just is what it is. You have to just either move stuff around and make sure that it's not trying to kill multiple things at once, or make sure that it's within the actual healing range, or just kind of shrug and move on, because it's not really a thing we can do much about.
you haven't exactly impressed me so far. The inevitable is at hand. The Jedi are guardians of peace, not bringers of war.
Alright, we need to kill the field bases and make our own.
Bombing run available.
Loser buys the Jawa juice at Dexter's. One only improves by facing a more skilled opponent. You're a clever droid, aren't you? Not bad for an old man.
I've got you. Clankers won't
You know what?
see it.
I want that.
Perhaps I've misjudged your skills.
Positions, move forward. At maximum unit.
The one time I actually asked Obi-Wan for help, he's nowhere to be found.
Trouble. On target. Reporting. It should be destroyed shortly. Defensive positions. On the wall.
You're not the only one that's strong in the Force. See how they like a little blaster fire. How about we show General Kenobi how it's done?
I think we can just auto-resolve the rest of this now.
System conquered.
Alright, Disevro. I think what we will do at this point is turn on the
Beginning construction.
cheating structure.
Construction complete.
See what's actually left where we're going. Like this, I don't think this is going to be an especially interesting battle. We haven't used Kit Fisto much. So what's the map? If it's a big map, I'll auto-resolve it. But if it's a small one, then let's deal with it. Yeah, it's a pretty big one.
Unit destroyed. System control achieved.
Our Quentin's responding.
Construction complete.
It's just a structure.
Fallout. Tactical battle imminent.
A goal in 2. Worth it.
Objective looks protected.
Let's see what's going on at Pamont as well.
Choose your reinforcements.
Let's run this gauntlet.
Preparing for hyperspace jump.
Heading to intercept. Ready to face the enemy, my liege.
Let's move out.
Missile destroyer reporting in.
Targeting at
Yes.
maximum fire.
Loading order.
Yeah, I do like that map, but just there wasn't going to be a huge amount of units on it, so it wasn't going to be
Charging generator. We've destroyed the techno.
probably the most interesting battle.
Decoding transmission. We've got secondary
No, there's no release date
destroyer
for
ready.
the Point 2 releases yet.
They're not so tough. Sir.
Yes, sir. We've cut off the enemy's reinforcements. I need cover. Destroyer holding.
We're still months away.
Maximum power to
Not sure how much longer we can hold them off.
You've got the captain. Prepare for combat.
I recommend we deal with them first.
Destroyer at station keeping.
Yes, sir. It should be destroyed shortly.
We've cut off the enemy's reinforcements.
Alright.
Our Quentin's here.
I think we're reaching the end of the CIS fleets. Or we have reached the end. There's still the one
For the Republic!
on no, not Renvar, whatever the other planet is.
Star cruiser standing by.
But we'll see what's on
Get
Pamont.
orders. All crew accounted for.
Whatever it was they were looking for, it
Yes.
looks like they already found it.
Fixing course.
We might be small, but we pack a punch.
Roger that. Enemies in range.
Charging generator. Destroyer ready. We'll win this.
You've got the captain. Target their laser cannons.
Once you see a Hapen preview playthrough, that'll probably be
Command center.
the first hint that we're getting close.
Quentin's here.
We've got secondary reinforcements en route.
Yeah, like there's no reason not to keep the CIS government building. We've integrated the locals. Fine. Just is that going to be +2 influence? Mont does have a full, sort of. That's technically a fleet, legally speaking.
Where are we headed?
Put these guys together.
Let's move this bucket.
Tactical battle imminent.
Move forward.
Construction complete.
Let's see. I want to build a couple more of the new units for us
Vehicle in production.
to use.
Commence flanking maneuver.
Let's go.
Units on
You are
Florum.
wanted
So
in a
let's
Sabalon
take
swarm
Florum
bomber.
first.
Tactical battle imminent.
Because it's just the Raxi, and Pamont with
Choose your reinforcements.
open space right now. But no wasted space. Totally tubular. Democratic Warlord Star. Kinda like that one. Is there a possibility of adding Revan's Revenge assets into TR, such as the Carbonite Sith army seeing the end of FOC or a Mandalorian faction? Not really. The the Sith from the end of FOC, nothing really was done with them, and what they were gonna do with it is really hard to fit into something that isn't just like entirely dedicated to that. Like that would be another thing that doesn't really fit the scale of the game either. As far as a Mandalorian faction, if we ever did decide to do a resurgent Mandalorian faction as a playable faction, since they're on the map, there are some things that maybe would be used, but there are also other options. You wouldn't necessarily be just directly using the Mandalorian stuff from then. Certainly not the infantry. They wouldn't be like the old Neo Crusaders. But
Don't you ever get tired of winning all the time?
it'd be at most like a couple of the ship options. I mean, the community challenge at this point is looking a lot like the Mandalorian challenge, so I'm gonna turn on more music. There we go.
Choose your reinforcements.
Bring her around.
Moving out.
All clones on deck.
For the Republic.
Entering hyperspace.
Accelerating now. I copy that. This is it. Right, sir.
Awaiting order.
Can we get some bless you Danas in chat, please?
Still Techno-Union ships in the area. Watch your flanks. The enemy doesn't stand a chance. Sir, we've lost you on the sensors. We'll hold this position until you return. Sir, we've lost you on the sensors. We'll hold this position until you return.
Or some wow ... That was a big exclamation mark, all caps, sneeze, Dana ... Congrats.
Yes, sir. Clearing the waters. Reading you. Vectoring to the enemy.
Either one of those works.
Let's go. Engaging.
Give me a target. Locking on target. This is Bravo 4.
I mean, I just like talking about Mandalorian factions because I know Nolan dies a little inside anytime that possibility comes up,
This is the captain.
which I just think that's kind of funny, but
We can't let them escape.
Destroy those lasers.
Your orders, General? They're in our sights.
the kind of faction where every playthrough is from the ground up. Alright, Bob, that wasn't one of the options. Gonna have to ban you.
Victory is imminent.
And we also get some... Wow, Dana, you should go get fries in chat. I wonder if any of the fry trucks are on Skip the Dishes or something. I think that's like diagnosably antisocial behavior, so... Hey, Treblicet. Been a while.
Invasion commencing.
What is this?
They're gonna wrap up here first.
This is the one that used to go down to the... Oh.
Choose your reinforcements.
Alright, Bob, that wasn't the deal. Dana Valerie said the sneeze scared me too, but I'm surprised she hasn't thrown something at Corey yet. I think she's getting there. Last week she punched me in my sleep, so...
Back at it. Watch those wrist rockets. Area's not secure. Yes.
Ooh, that's artillery. Ah, my artillery can shoot your artillery, jerks.
Right away. Attack that target.
Shield deployed. That'll fight some time.
No, if we get fries, we're not getting McDonald's. That'd be gross.
Shield deployed.
Dana wouldn't like that either. See, I'm fine. Like, my prior experience with McDonald's hasn't made me dislike the food any more than I used to. Like, I'm still perfectly happy to get a nice 6 to 10 piece from time to time. It's just working there that I don't want to do. And I still dream about it. I had, like, 2 dreams in the last 2 weeks about working at McDonald's. No, she can't glare at me. There's bookshelves there. She can't see me. She's on the other side of those. She's technically within frame of the...
Fired up. We're at the objective. Dirt support online. Arm your reinforcements. Keep them busy. Get that mistake. Come on.
There's a lot of stuff over here, but we should be able to kill all that.
Starting assault. Enemies around the target zone. Targeting hostiles.
Does seem like a fun map, though.
Down. Heavy fire.
Yeah, this new gunship is a background rots thing. Got a decent mix of AV and AI.
Positions here. Get ready to move in. Lock and firing.
Yes, sir.
Nope. Need the actual shield down. Nope, shield down.
Ready. More hostiles coming in.
Nope, back off, back off, back off. You still gotta shoot stuff. That's rough, Sim Sim. You can make a nice floor omelet, though. Extra seasoning.
What would the Jedi Council make of this?
Close up. Look at that. Look at it go. There it goes. Bam. Which also means... Bam. Which also means... Move slightly back, please. Little clone... Oh, he's dead. I was gonna name him, but no reason to now.
Aerial artillery reporting.
Troublemaker. That was some droid. Stay on it! Fire from the sky!
Okay, well... They,
Your skills never cease to amaze.
Unit destroyed.
I'm your reinforcement. On the clone army! Fire! Gun hot!
Jedi, we end this war and restore peace and justice to the galaxy.
Hands up!
you guys come in this side.
For the Republic!
Let's bombard you. Now we'll actually have some support for everything.
On it!
Your thoughts are transparent. Do you really believe half the things you're seeing? This isn't funny. Jedi,
Okay, Kit, go and take the legs off that thing.
and justice to the galaxy.
More hostiles coming in!
Should be able to smack it down. There it is. Come on, you can beat it. You can do it faster than it can kill you. There you go.
Expendability.
There you go. You got it. That's why we hired you.
Lucky day. Not likely, but perhaps.
Stay on it! Contentment.
Those are AA turrets. That's why we don't go over there.
He faced Kenobi and Skywalker instead of you.
Heavy guns operational. Engaging foe. Defenses hold.
If you hit that, then we can do that.
Shield deployed.
We must be sensitive to ripples in the Force.
Support ready.
Choose your reinforcements.
Follow me.
Is this how you thank me for all I've done for you?
No, they've opened that up for us. You can shoot more of the infantry.
You're still here?
See, now Kit's gonna heal a little bit.
Coward after all.
See, Amity?
Dooku was lucky he faced Kenobi
Thanks for
and
watching.
Skywalker instead of you.
Shield deployed.
There we go.
Battle is ours.
We are victorious. Gonna replace all of the with just.
Control achieved. Building under construction.
Wow, you won the battle. Wow. It's cool. What a good battle you have.
Invasion commencing.
Oh, you killed all of them. Great.
Choose your reinforcements.
Get ready to move in. Defensive position.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Ah. They have these everywhere. Okay, Yoda. Get over there. Jump up and destroy the gunship. I haven't used them a huge amount, but the HAAT seems to be a bit more like, it's definitely slower. You don't have the infantry capabilities, but it seems like it's a little bit more versatile in killing stuff and not dying. So having both at the same time seems like it'll still be worth it, having one and one. The next preview playthrough after this? I'm not sure. We've got the community challenge coming up, but there'll probably be something else starting in the next couple weeks as well. I'm not sure what faction it'll be. It'll probably come down to a poll. It'd be kind of weird to do 2 warlords at once, but maybe that'll be the right idea. I don't think I want to do another CIS one so soon, and give some time to finish some other work on FOTR specific changes before getting back into it, but there has been a fair amount of change there. It's just we've done FOTR stuff all year, so... I want to destroy the shield gen, so we can do some bombing and OBs.
Is the Jedi way.
Because I do still want to do at least one more CIS playthrough before... or do at least another CIS playthrough before point 2 comes out. But I don't think I want to do it quite yet. Like, this is mostly infantry, so Yoda's not really in a... not really threatened. Here, can you kill the vehicle first?
Take care.
Yoda plus A6 Juggernaut is just too good. Too good. Like, quite literally too good. Yeah, Ariadu with the Asserter, an option. Kind of the polar opposite of the PA. Like, if I do another Warlord right now, it'd be Ariadu, because they have some of their biggest stuff done. Literally. GM is still a few important units away. But again, then it's like 2 warlords at once. See, this is why I need to get Revan's Revenge to a playable state, so then they can alternate between even more. Or to get the Hapens ready, or... I guess there's also the CSA with the ship market. That still needs a bit more setup. Even if we don't hit the donation goal for the month, I should probably just do a single stream Galactic Conquest next week. And then I'll just do another one if we hit the donation goal. Sooner. Good. Remoti is still plugging away. Okay, get up there. They're just slaughtering everyone. It's like that quote from Empire Strikes Back. Like, it really stuck with him. War not make one great, but it does make you pretty epic. Yoda's still running around down there. You can actually come up and shoot there too. I think that lat died. Yeah. Probably sent it over an AA turret. Classic. I started thinking of potentially streaming the first episodes of campaigns as well, but I'm not sure. Like on YouTube. But then it'd be like a 50-minute stream. I don't know how much people want that. So with an Imperial playthrough, I'd want to wait, like a Empire itself, I'd want to wait for Legitimacy to be ready. Remoti's dead. Who cares? We won't need him. Alright, I got everything. There it is. Lost Remoti and a lat. But we've also kind of taken everything, so yeah. I think we need to pull another A6 up here. The other vehicles we still need. Pop that on to fast forward. Well, this one's a pretty decent army.
You really should try
Let's send them over to Renvar.
For a change of pace.
And Master Fisto. This will probably be the last playthrough with Crab Droid spam. I should probably do a video, just standalone video, talking about the things we've changed to help with AI force composition, because there are a few pretty important changes in that area now.
This isn't funny.
Ready for orders.
Reinforcements.
Sensor. Yes, that is.
Get ready to move in. Support ready.
There is only one Master Fisto.
Now we're talking. Enemy movement. Closing range.
At the ready. This way.
Call it a shining. Ready when you are. Covering fire. Go.
Engaging.
The Jedi will end this war and restore peace and justice to the galaxy.
Shut hot. Auto guns online.
Your thoughts are transparent. You speak nothing but lies and hatred.
Alright, need more infantry again.
Roger that. Engines activated.
You're holding that upside down. You fight with the elegance of a binary harvester.
Well, actually, I think
Strength is also
Fisto should
to
be
divert you.
able to kill a lot of this.
You didn't think I'd make it easy for you, did you? The Jedi will crash like a wave on your armies and sweep them away.
It's just the hail, or not the hailfire, the HMPs that I'm really worried about.
I have the target
Here,
in
you
sight.
chase that down.
You must be sensitive.
Hit. Okay, no, he's dead. He's dead.
Got droids over there.
There is only one Master Fisto. There is only one Master Fisto.
Woohoo! Yeah! Take that! That was some
He made it.
boy. On it.
What a play.
Area's not secure.
What a play.
Troublemaker. That'll buy some time.
Got the barracks.
Reinforcements.
Got the Fisto out of there.
Is not the way.
What else could you really ask for?
Guns locking. We've captured enemy. Ready for battle. I've got you. Get ready to move in. It's Edmund's day.
I copy.
Shield up. Back at it. Flankers waiting for it. Pull the Republic.
Okay, we're playing with some terrain levels there.
You really should try leaning about once in a while. For a change of pace. Dooku is wise to like the Jedi. He doesn't stand a chance against either of us. I wish I could say I was a tougher opponent. You didn't think I'd make it easy for you, did you?
You guys get over here. We're not going through the caves anymore. Don't worry about it. Here, follow in. Follow it in. Try to, at least. Do they have... They do have a shield. Oh!
Because the Jedi are peacekeepers, doesn't mean we don't know how to fight. Your skills are as sharp as Is this how you compete for all I
The lack of missiles is not great there.
I'd make it easy for you, did you? Your command of distance is impressive.
Flanker scan. Shield deployed.
Dooku is wise to like the Jedi. He doesn't stand a chance against either of us.
Alright.
Yes, Commander.
Reinforcements.
Got our artillery there, and I'm gonna go around this way.
Heading for attack position. Attack.
I really don't think you have the money to do that.
Lancet proceeding. Command received. Right away.
Get away.
Greetings, young one. Why don't we just dive right in?
See if we can grab that landing zone.
Ready. Moving out.
It'd be nice to have more units.
Heading out. Destination ahead. Open fire. Attack the target.
Our base.
Your thoughts are transparent.
Wired up. They're gonna took a while. Sneaky flankers. Move up. Stay together.
The Force works in mysterious ways. Next time, we can make some war.
Give him some support.
See how well you do then.
No, you don't need to go over there.
Things are starting.
Everyone else will do your job for you, or do that job for you. Your job is just to get us the landing zone. That's all you've got to do. That's all I need from you. That's all I want from you.
Attacking target.
That's it.
Age hasn't dulled your skills in the slightest. Either my skills have stayed the same, or yours are improving. The Jedi will end this war and restore peace and justice. to
There
the
we go.
galaxy. The Force works in mysterious ways.
Aerial artillery reporting. Let's go. Fire at will.
Get over there.
Greetings, young one. Why don't we just dive right in? Programming is no substitute for Jedi instincts. What kind of general commands an army of droids? Obi-Wan wasn't exaggerating about your skills.
I think there's anywhere here that's like actually safe, but you can try to send some support in.
This way.
If I can just get it out.
Turret online.
Nope.
Suffering
All right.
and death.
Everyone else go and attack that now.
Force.
Fire! Enemy piling the assault. Maintain fire. Auto gun ready to go. Let's do this.
The Jedi will end this war and restore peace and justice to the galaxy. This isn't funny.
Shield deployed. Enemy behind. Turret ready. Shoot it. Heavy guns ready.
Okay, artillery. Get ready. I don't think it matters all too much.
Is this how you thank me for all I've done for you?
Turret powered up. Starting to load.
You're holding that upside down. We all take risks. Some less than others.
Alright, there we go.
Your orders?
And are we gonna get a turreted to death? If we go that way, looks like we might.
We should clear the area.
Hit Fisto. This is going to be fun.
Time to cool. Auto gun ready to go. It's on. Shield your eyes.
Hit Fisto. This is going to be
Yeah, that is your name.
Fired up. Follow behind me. For the clone army. Your eyes look like a...
The Jedi will end this war and restore peace and justice to the galaxy.
It always throws me off with the unit destroyed messages for like ATR keys. Like, ultimately, you expect them to die, but it's on the same tier as like a saber tank or something in the message.
Dooku was lucky he faced Kenobian Skywalker instead of Luke. Do you really believe half the things you're seeing? You may challenge me again, but really, why bother?
We're at the objective. Auto gun ready to go.
I'm gonna walk towards that. And
Auto guns online.
The Jedi are dedicated to defending the barriers to the Republic. If you keep fighting like this, you might stand a chance against Master Windu. You
Alright.
haven't won yet.
he's gonna go take out that.
Unlike droids, Jedi are
Oh,
unpredictable.
never mind. We win. When will the full Gungan Grand Army be implemented? When we convert the mod to Galactic Battlegrounds. They're actually going to be a from the ground up exclusive. You only need the one planet. You start from Naboo, and then you have all their units. Probably got to resolve Felucia on the ground when we get there. What we want this.
Destination
Probably going to combine our ground forces at this point. How's the Raxus Prime battle going to be?
Move forward.
There's a reasonable amount
You
there.
think I'm going to take a dive? You are sadly mistaken.
Well, I think we'll want to do those ones, so... Sereno. Hey. Oh.
Construction complete.
We'll want to do these two ground battles, so I think Felucia and Pamont will just be space. You ever consider modding games other than EAW? Well, we have a mod for Sins, Ascendancy. With that, it's more just we haven't done updates on that one, but it's just in a while. But some issues with rigging models that we need to sort out. Played with the idea of like Stellaris ship pack from time to time, but there's only so many hours in the day. I think this fleet gets a final engagement. We haven't used those ships that much. So giving them one or two final battles here would be, I think, only fair.
Pinged a hostile.
Choose your reinforcements.
Alright, let's see. Mandator versus Corvettes again. I'm gonna not use Totally Tubular for this. We're just gonna send in Gantrathor to lead the charge. This is regular axe. Just regular axe and Democratic World Star. For what's probably their final battles of the campaign.
Well moved, General.
Watch for turrets.
Up to
What's
there.
your plan?
It's a bit easier to beat a bunch of diamonds than Kolovexes with the Mandator, just because they're bigger. The inaccuracy is a bit less of a factor when they're big flat surfaces facing you. When they're turning towards you, it's a bit harder to hit, but EAW is shockingly a game that actually models the projectile physics.
This is Admiral Yulanen. Fire at will.
As weird as the hardpoint stuff can be, I think that is somewhat underappreciated for
This is the captain.
the game. We talk a lot of shit, but did some things right.
We're taking heavy casualties.
But these circumstances call for drastic measures.
Watch your flanks. Take cover. Droid starfighter.
Alright, get on in there.
We've got interceptors.
This is Admiral Yulanen.
But yeah, those are really the only 3 games on my radar ever for modding significantly. Before we started Ascendancy, Codeuser and I were actually talking about doing a mod for like Total War, I think it was.
This is Beta Squadron reporting in.
Making a mod for like medieval Total War set somewhere in Asia.
We're taking heavy fire.
But obviously we didn't do that.
That interceptor. You've got a clear shot. Yes, sir. Enemy units approaching. Got you on the
This is Admiral
I
Yulanen.
think that's what it was anyways. But just like a couple Skype conversations. Yeah, you don't remember that? We talked about something in Total War. And then it turned into Ascendancy, but like the version of Ascendancy that wasn't going to be Star Wars. And then we just started putting our Star Wars models in Sins, and that was it.
Admiral Yulanen. Fire at will.
This is Beta Squadron reporting in.
Yeah, they really should have paid us for that.
But these circumstances call for drastic measures.
Somehow I think they bugged our PCs. Maybe it was when Jin was interviewing with them, he just sold off our idea. I was like, who else would think of that independently? No one.
Your move, General.
I'm transmitting the coordinates to you now. Sir, holding position. The entrance should be.
Because I made that logo, and then the model that became the Warlord / Rokia for a long time
We should clear the area.
was supposed to be one of the units for one of those factions. It's gonna be like a heavily armored faction.
Sir, there's still Techno-Union ships in the area.
And that was as far as that got.
Cruiser ready for combat.
But the key to all of our failed projects
Yes.
is we never announce them, except for the Stellaris stuff. We did announce the Stellaris stuff. When Fall of the Republic's ModDB page was initially the Thrawn's Revenge 3 for Stellaris. Hey James, how's it going?
Tactical battle imminent.
I think it's still on... I might have posted it on Mod Database, but I know Zer did, because I think he used it as his profile picture for a while. So if it's not on my ModDB page, it'd be on Zer's. Ooh, this is going to be rough. This is not an ideal fleet for us here. Alright. Raider. Acclimator 2. Give me the heals. Birds aren't reals. Kind of fun. Order 66. Amazinj. Tunin's Victory.
Jump to light speed.
Veronic.
Calculating jump to light speed.
Gideon's Cruiser. Flower Power. This is fine.
Destroyer holding. Destroyer at station keeping.
I am thinking by the end of the year, I'm probably gonna put in for the patron units a life limit. So probably start off making it 3. So if the unit dies 3 times, it stops being available in the playthrough. Just because there ends up being some units that I use a lot and repeatedly, just because of where they end up on the build bar and where the fleets end up. And then there are some that don't really see use at all in the playthroughs, so I need to try to find some ways to balance that out.
Go ahead, sir. Sir, we need you to clear the area of all enemies. It should be destroyed shortly.
We'll beach them.
I'd prefer to find a solution other than just saying, like,
Star Destroyer
there's a
standing by.
big chance your unit just won't get used.
Missile destroyer here.
There always kind of is that chance, but I want to minimize that chance.
Charging generator.
And people seem to enjoy it with the community challenge still.
Destroyer ready. We'll level them.
Reporting. Those torpedo launchers must be destroyed.
Missile destroyer reporting in. Destroyer holding.
We can't take.
Destroy 'em.
Also the kind of thing that, like, if I do it one way once, I don't necessarily need to always do it that way.
Destroyer at station keeping. Loading ordnance.
They're all around.
Form up. Star
You
Destroyer
guys
standing
are on
by.
anti-Providence
The lasers are
duty.
our target.
Operation has failed.
Providence versus Praetor
We'll
setup,
win this.
not ideal. The lack of anti-fighter and our relative lack of fighters ourselves, not great either. The hard cell line, once we get through this, we still gotta go fight a Golem 3 and some hard cells, so... Well, looks like they're moving up.
We have to pull out. Yes, sir.
Ready to update orders. Locking on target.
Star Destroyer standing by. Directing all fire on the left.
Possible to send new units to back the build bar. No, like, so the way the build bar is organized, it's
Transmit orders.
the order those units are in the files, so I'd be able to, like, manually move the ones in the code, but then, like, I'd have to...
We'll beach them.
It would require a lot
We'll
of
level them.
keeping track of what's where.
cruisers are our targets.
We need you to take them out. Watch your sides. Cruiser ready for combat.
Charging generator.
Sir, this is First Squadron. We're pretty bad shape out here.
Destroyer ready. We'll win this.
Ready.
Alright, our front line is a little bit rough, but theirs is pretty much dead. We've nearly lost Order 66 here,
Awaiting your orders, sir.
but
We'll crush those scum.
we might... It was getting its shields back a bit. We might be able to save it.
Provide cover.
Destroyer holding.
Are being depleted.
I'm gonna move the Praetor forward a little bit.
Signal coming through.
Destroyer at station keeping. Locking on target.
All stations ready.
Standing by.
Enemy has
Delta
taken
frigate
reinforcements.
Here, can you move up?
Maximum power to shields. Over there.
Ready.
Their reinforcements.
Can you move over?
We might be small,
Cruiser,
but we
standing
can't
by. We need you to clear the area in order to proceed. We're depleting the Separatist reinforcements. Missile destroyer here.
Reporting in.
Ready for attack.
Ready to update orders. We'll beach them.
Yes, sir. Enemy
Get these guys back here. Clear up those fighters.
We'll level
Let's
them.
kill the carriers, because that's where fighters are born. How fighters are made.
Firing.
Talk to your parents if you don't understand.
Charging
Not my responsibility. And it actually gets the video demonetized if I explain it. So. You are now going to want to hunt diamonds and Kolovexes.
Firepower.
Destroyer ready. On our way.
I'm gonna try to send this in towards the Golden 1 and 2 so it has some time to get its shields back. We're actually starting to recover some fighters.
Follow me. Yes, sir. The enemy still trying to tear us apart.
Holding here.
Watch out for those asteroids.
Alright. Doesn't look like they're
Moving into positions on
making much progress against our fighters, or against our frigates there.
bearing set.
Bring in another acclimator.
Victory is imminent.
Ready.
This is Beta Squadron reporting.
You guys need to stay back here. You need to clear out their fighters on that side.
Seems to be having an effect. Let's go. Target
Make sure the bombers are your primary targets.
Ready to update orders.
I think there's few enough that, like,
You've got the cap.
the point defense is also gonna stop any real damage getting through on that.
Cruiser here.
While these guys just finish off the Kolovexes and stuff.
Ready to command the Techno Union ship. Captain here. There's nothing we can't handle.
I'll get some of the other ships up there because the DSDs aren't gonna
Our troops have been given
be great for that either.
Full stop.
Cruiser, standing by. Awaiting your orders, sir. On my way, Commander.
Charging generator.
We've cut off the enemy's reinforcements. Yes, sir. Our troops have been given advanced training. Hold it steady. Missile destroyer reporting.
Alright, we need to stop those Belva Labs from going after this acclimator, Order 66.
Delta frigate
Because
responding.
they could nuke it down if they really wanted to.
Destroyer ready. Let's run this gauntlet.
Military reinforcements en route.
Vectoring now.
Let's get up there.
Yes, sir. Destroy the Techno Union ship.
Y-Wings, get up to the Golden 1.
Your command, sir.
Delta frigate reporting in.
Let's go. Target acquired. Target acquired. Reinforcements
Full
are
stop.
being depleted.
Destroyer holding.
Given advanced training.
Adjusting course.
Take the shot now.
Alright. I can get up to the Golans.
Oh no. Keep going. Cruiser ready for combat. We must.
And I'm gonna send the Architens up as well. Don't need the TIE Fighter for that. TIE Fighter, you stay on ship defense.
Yes, sir.
Arcs, you get back here as well.
Reinforcements en route.
Stop abandoning him.
Reporting.
Destroy
Order
the Techno
confirmed.
Union ships.
Destroyer at station keeping. Loading ordnance.
I should probably just redirect over the Golem 3. We need to kill that, and we'll be able to kill the Golem 1 just incidentally.
Yes, sir. Eliminating target. Hostile ahead. Cruiser here.
You turn around, you turn around,
We got you covered.
you turn around.
For the Republic?
Ready.
This is Beta Squadron reporting in.
Star Destroyer standing by.
Ready to update orders. We'll win this.
What's your tail?
Missile destroyer here.
We've got secondary reinforcements en route. Ready yourself. Swat down that snatch.
Yes.
Star Cruiser standing by. Fire for maximum effect. Moving into that area.
Get that power to weapons on there.
Way is clear.
Yes, come on.
You get up there, and you're going to use power to weapons as soon as you can as well.
Keep going.
That's the way it's done.
Hard about. Keep going.
Great shooting, Trooper.
There you go.
Go for the weak spot.
And the ACK has made it.
Cruiser, standing by.
Alright, you on that side, that side. Make them all do different hard points because they can all take one out.
Destroyer ready.
You've got the captain.
Arca 10s, you can help on that.
Target their laser cannon.
You don't need to go that far in.
Yes, sir.
And Mama Zinj, head to that side and get the SQ. I'm actually going to send both of you. This is regular carrier, I think? Yeah.
Destroyer holding.
Uh-oh. How long ago did I save? I was just thinking it hadn't crashed this whole stream. I mean, that was more or less the last battle anyway, so it's not the end of the world if it's the end of the game. I think I saved like over an hour ago. $3.39. Yikes. That was an hour and a half ago. Yeah. All right. I think we're going to call that a victory there. If it was only like 20 minutes or something, then I just auto-resolve back through. But this is a good chunk of the game back. But anyways, hope you guys have enjoyed the playthrough either way. Sorry for the slightly premature ending there. But we had a pretty decent fight to end it off with. It was really just the Pamont fight that would have been left. And I guess the invasion of Raxus Secundus on the ground if we went that far. But yeah, so thank you all for watching. Hope you have enjoyed the playthrough and are looking forward to Fall of the Republic's upcoming releases. But yeah, so later tonight, maybe I'll be streaming something else on Twitch or something. Not 100% sure. We'll see what Jack and Charlie are doing, or if me and Dana just decide to eat our fries in peace. But yeah. Community Challenge should be starting in 2 to 3 weeks. There will probably be another series announced between now and then. We'll see how far and how fast the PA playthrough goes, but Ariado is probably a decent bet. CIS is up there, but I kind of want to wait to do some other stuff before then. But either way, thank you all for watching. Pack it out.